Okay, welcome back everybody. We're here to talk about our next part of speech, conjunctions. Now, I was really stumped on a way to segue from our discussion of prepositions to our discussion of conjunctions to link those two conversations, and then it occurred to me that that's exactly what conjunctions do. Conjunctions are words that join words or groups of words in a sentence. There are several different kinds of conjunctions. This is another one of those where unfortunately you're going to have to learn several different complicated Latinate terms and understand some complicated grammatical relationships in order to know what a conjunction is. But it's also one of those in which there's a limited number of words in the English language that fit in this category. You can memorize all the conjunctions if you want to. I will post them on Angel. You can spend as much time daily as you want memorizing all the conjunctions. You can have contests with your friends about who can learn the conjunctions the fastest. I won't stop you. So let's talk about some different kinds of conjunctions. The most basic kind of conjunction is the coordinating conjunction. We use coordinating conjunctions to show the relationship between elements that are of equal importance in establishing the meaning of a sentence. These are your ands, but, or, nor, for, so, yet, etc. So if you wanted to say, Mr. Kennedy and the President are the two most important people in the United States, you use the coordinating conjunction and, because Mr. Kennedy and the President are literally of equal importance in that sentence. Or if you wanted to say something like, I was going to buy Mr. Kennedy a present, but I couldn't think of anything that would express how important he is to my education, you use the coordinating conjunction but, because those two halves of the sentence are of equal sort of strength. They could each be their own sentence that communicates a complete meaning if you wanted them to without the other half of the sentence. That's different than a subordinating conjunction. A subordinate is a person or thing of lesser importance, someone or something that's dependent on someone or something else. And likewise, a subordinating conjunction is used to connect something to a sentence that requires the rest of the sentence to have meaning. So if you said, if it rains, I won't play baseball tomorrow, you're using the subordinating conjunction if to connect something that by itself doesn't have meaning, it rains, to something that does, I won't play baseball tomorrow. Sometimes we use what are called correlative conjunctions. There are only a few of them in the English language. These are conjunctions that work in pairs, either or, neither nor. And the last type of conjunction that you run into sometimes is what's called a conjunctive adverb. These are words that are a little like conjunctions and a little like adverbs. We use them like conjunctions in that they introduce new parts of the sentence. But they're like adverbs in that they answer those adverb type questions. How, when, why, where. These are words like however, furthermore, nevertheless. So let's look at an example sentence that has a lot of conjunctions in it and talk about them. Here's our example. Oedipus and Jocasta would be unhappy if the truth came out. Nevertheless, Oedipus wanted to keep investigating and interviewed many people since he was so curious. That sentence pretty accurately sums up why Oedipus keeps investigating, even though lots of people keep telling him not to, and it uses a lot of conjunctions. The first one is right here at the beginning, Oedipus and Jocasta, and is a coordinating conjunction. Oedipus and Jocasta are of equal importance in that sentence. Their value is balanced. Those are two proper singular nouns that are working together as the subject of the sentence. However, there's another conjunction a little bit later. They would be unhappy if the truth came out. Oedipus and Jocasta would be unhappy. That's the main part of that sentence. That's where the weight of the meaning is. If the truth came out helps us out. But if we eliminated it, the rest of the sentence would still have meaning. If the truth came out is subordinate to the rest of the sentence, so we connect it with a subordinating conjunction. Okay, here's a conjunctive adverb. Nevertheless, Oedipus wanted to keep investigating and interviewed many people. Oedipus wanted to do two things, and he wanted to do them equally. He wanted to keep investigating, and he interviewed many people. Those are joined with a coordinating conjunction. It's a little bit different than since he was so curious. Since is a subordinating conjunction. We could take that part of the sentence out and the meaning wouldn't change. It's there to give us a little more information, but since it's subordinate to the rest of the sentence, we connect it with a subordinating conjunction.